Hi, Mark Diaz here for TuneAnimation101.com, and today we are going to learn how to create an animatic. Okay, so we have everything in place. We have the storyboard, we have the scenes, the sequences. Actually, we have the animatic. Let me delete the extra sequence. And we have the audio. So when you are creating the animatic, the first thing you need is the audio, okay? The final mix. This was created in Audacity. We have a full course dedicated to mixing audio for animation. I just click and drag it to the timeline. Okay, so that's the autosave. Okay, so let's play it. And in here is the first panel, okay? Here's the knock, 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 you see? Okay, so now let me go to the storyboard, add panel 1, and this panel is lasting for only 5 seconds. I want it to be longer. How do I do that? Well, I just click and drag from the edge of that clip, and that lets me expand it until I hear the knock knock. Okay? Now let's see, where do I want to change the cut? Okay, right about here. Yes, in here we will have the other panel. Now I do want to do this animation of the screen starting up and then going down, but I will do that at the end. Right now I just put the whole sequence. So all I do is click and drag and put it there. Then she opens.
Good morning.
And then she talks. Good morning. Right here, all I do is put the timeline where I want the cut and click and drag the next panel and put it there. Book. Remember, that cuts the clip before. Okay? So she says, good morning.
Good morning. May I help you?
Good morning, miss.
Those are his lines. So now let me put the cursor around there, around the middle, and then add his lines.
May I help you?
Good morning, miss. Excuse me for interrupting, but have you seen this map?
Okay. He says, but
Have you?
then we need this panel, right?
Have you seen this map?
Now, this is where we start to get creative. Those are the panels, and when I was making those panels, I was, yeah, those work. But now that I'm creating the animatic, I feel that it's not working. Let me go back. Let's play it from here.
Good morning.
Yeah.
May I help you?
Good morning, miss.
Excuse me for
Excuse
interrupting.
me for interrupting, but have you seen this map?
Let me show you some of the things you can do. I can change things in the animatic. In here is when you edit your animation. You don't edit at the end. You edit right here. The editing happens right here. Let me tell you how I am going to edit this animatic. For example, I want him knocking the door. Then she opens.
Good morning. May I help you?
Good morning, miss.
Yes, everything is
Excuse
good
me
there.
for interrupting.
Now, what if I go to a reaction shot of her? I could do that. Let me tell you how. There's this panel. Let me double click to open the source. I double click. No, she's thinking. I don't want that panel. But I have this panel where she's silent. The panel number 2. I can take that and put it here. Now, I don't want to interrupt this cut, so I will put it on top of it, right? And now, check this out. In the timeline, I won't be seeing the clip below, only the one at the top. Let me move this. Now I see this clip. Now I put it here. And now I see that clip in the screen. So let me show you.
Excuse me for interrupting.
And then her reaction shot, because he is actually interrupting.
But have you?
So I can put my cut like this. Let me put it here.
Interrupting. But have you seen this map?
Yes, very cool. I like that reaction shot. Deciding where to put reaction shots and all your cinematography can be decided right here in the Animatic once you have the acting and more ideas come to your mind. Let me play it.
Help you?
Good morning, miss. Excuse me for interrupting. But have you seen
Now, what if I show him first and then he shows the sign? Well, there's a way to do that because I have this panel right here. Let me double click. Yes, that one. So I will take it, put it on top, and then let me move the cursor here.
Have you seen?
And then have you seen? I don't know if you can tell, but there's a sound of paper.
Have you seen this?
So in that moment, he's going to show. So for that, let me select this clip, press Ctrl K, and delete the rest.
Have you seen this map?
Yes, very cool. Now, let me commit this editing.
Have you seen this map?
Now, I want this cut to happen before, a little bit before. I can do this. I can click and drag this clip and then click and drag the next clip. But one way to do it faster is by using the shortcut N, or select that tool on the toolbar right here, the rolling editing tool. With that, I can click and drag the edge, you see? And I can put it wherever I want. I can move that edit point. Let's play it.
But have you seen this map?
Very cool, right? And if I want to return to the selection tool, I can just press V or select it on the tools panel. Let's play it.
Interrupting.
Reaction shot, then.
Have you seen this map?
You see? Then she starts thinking. Then, no. Now, the next panel is she looking at the picture.
This map.
Then, no.
No, I haven't.
And then he talks.
I haven't.
So let's take this panel.
Okay.
Let's see if I have one without him saying okay. Let's see if we have one. No, those are all the panels. It's okay. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Okay.
Then he puts away the paper, you see? Look.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drop this hand
Okay.
using this panel.
Okay. How about now?
And then he takes out the paper again.
How about now? Have you seen this man now?
Okay? Now let me fast forward the rest of the process. Okay, so this is the final animatic, the final version. Very easy. All I did was click and drag, and use all the techniques that we covered in this course. Now, I used something else that I didn't show you, so let me teach it to you right now. If, for example, for some reason I use the incorrect panel, I can swap this panel with any other image. For example, right now he says this, and I can swap this clip with, for example, the handcuffs. I just click and drag, but in my keyboard, if I hold the Alt key, now I will change that clip or that one or the third one. Okay? So just release the mouse and you change it. Or I can take the correct panel and put it in place.
Oh, now. Have you seen?
So this is very cool. Now let's preview the whole animatic. I won't use full screen, but I will expand the screen panel. Let's play it. Oh, we still need the animation here. Yeah. So let's do that little animation. It's very simple. I'm just going to decide from where to where do I want this camera movement to happen. Okay, let me play it. At the end of the guitar, this is the landing. So I'm gonna use a marker. And the movement will start from there. I'm just using gut feeling, really. Now, I select that clip, then double click on the screen and go to Effect Controls and expand Motion and add animation for the position. Boom. And also for the scale. Let me zoom in and move this around. Maybe zoom in a little bit more. Maybe there. And then I'm going to move to the next marker. And as you can see, it's not snapping. Because remember, you can travel through markers by pressing Ctrl-Shift-M or Shift-M. Remember? So that way I have the cursor exactly where I want it and move the screen a little bit down. And I can even zoom in a little bit more. There. Now, right now, the movement is gonna be very stiff because it's on linear interpolation. Let me show you. Oh, it feels terrible. I hate it. So I just select those two, right click, temporal, and use ease out, and then select the ending and use ease in. Let's check it. There you go. Now I probably need this to happen sooner, so I just pick those keyframes and move them sooner. Yes, I like it like that. Okay, now let's preview the whole thing. Whoops, let me deselect that by clicking on an empty space, and now we can see it.
Good morning. May I help you?
Good morning, miss. Excuse me for interrupting. But, have you seen this map?
Nice.
No, I haven't.
Okay. How about now? Have you seen this man now?
No. I already told you.
Liar!
What?
I just showed you the picture 3 seconds ago! You are under arrest.
What?
Nice. And in there we can put the credits. Okay, so that's how you do the animatic of your animations. Very good. Now, what I like to do is take each of these little sequences, you see, this little sequence, then this little sequence, and turn each of those panels into an animation. Okay, just like I showed you at the beginning of the course. So, how do you do that? How do you export your animatic? Well, that's exactly what we are going to cover in the next lesson. See you there.